This presentation is going to be on LDL cholesterol versus HDL cholesterol, aka bad cholesterol versus good cholesterol. So right now, I'm going to hand out a beginner's test just to test your knowledge and see how much you already know about cholesterol. So the first question that I have on here is, what is cholesterol? Does anyone know what cholesterol is?
Cholesterol is a substance that is in your blood, and it can clog your arteries.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you know how to lower cholesterol?
I guess the best way is diet, watching what you eat,
Mm-hmm.
checking foods to see how much cholesterol is in them.
Right. And then, does anyone know any foods that are low in cholesterol?
Fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm. And then any foods that are high in cholesterol?
Ice cream.
Good. Okay, so what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a waxy substance found in the body. It is a precursor to things like steroids, hormones, and vitamin D, and other bodily functions. Cholesterol is widely viewed as something that is bad in the diet. Many people avoid it to reduce disease complications. Many do not know the big difference between good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Cholesterol is also found in the body as a 4-ring steroid nucleus with 1 hydroxyl group. The most common precursors in the body that uses cholesterol is bile acids, sex hormones, and vitamin D. There are 2 main categories of cholesterol. It's going to be HDL cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. LDL cholesterol is widely known as the bad cholesterol in the body. When it's in excess in the blood, it can cause heart attack, heart disease, and stroke. LDL cholesterol builds up in the blood and contributes to a plaque buildup in the arteries. When plaque builds up in the arteries, it puts people at higher risk for heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. HDL cholesterol is widely known as the good cholesterol in the body. It helps remove the excess cholesterol out of the bloodstream and filter it through the liver. By doing this, it would put a person at lower risk for heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. Why is cholesterol a problem? When LDL cholesterol is built up in the body, it can clog arteries by forming a plaque. The buildup of plaque is the reasoning behind the high risk of coronary heart disease or heart attack. The reason that this causes heart disease and heart attacks is it blocks the vessels so much that it eventually decreases the blood flow needed to go to the heart to pump the blood back into circulation. What foods do you eat to lower cholesterol? Foods that are low in cholesterol are foods like olive oil, high fiber foods, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and fatty fish. Foods that are high in cholesterol and contribute to heart disease, heart attack, and stroke are foods high in saturated fats like full-fat milk and full-fat yogurt, fried foods and processed foods, foods high in trans fats like prepackaged processed foods, and then cholesterol in general is found in cheese and eggs, foods like that. There are other ways to lower cholesterol other than foods. This would be exercise, quitting smoking, and alcohol in moderation. Right here on my poster board, I have the risk categories for high cholesterol. You want your LDL cholesterol to be less than 100 milligrams per deciliter. It's considered borderline high once it gets to 130 to 159 milligrams per deciliter. It's considered high when it's at 160 to 189, and it's considered very high when it's 190 and above. So here I have a worksheet on foods that are low in cholesterol. So the first food I have on here is avocado. Does anyone know if that's high or low?
Just from what you were teaching, avocados are low.
Right. And then the next one I have is high fiber foods.
They're low.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I have whole milk and full fat yogurt. Are those 2 foods high or low in cholesterol?
Well, yogurt's good for you, so I think yogurt's okay.
Actually, yogurt, you want to eat low fat. That's going to have the least cholesterol in it, and it's going to cut your saturated fats in there.
Okay.
And also may cut some sugars out of the yogurt for you also.
Okay.
How about fatty fish? Is that high or low?
Fatty fish, well, I guess it's low.
Yep. It has omega-3s, omega-6s. And then what about fatty beef?
Fatty beef, I would believe, wouldn't be good for you.
Yes. So that's going to be high. You want to stay away from the red meats that are higher in cholesterol. How about white bread?
Well, it's grain, so it should be good for you.
right? But it's going to be higher just because wheat bread has more fiber and stuff like that, and that's proven to lower cholesterol.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what kind of fat increases cholesterol? Saturated fat, polyunsaturated fats, or monounsaturated fats?
I believe it's saturated fats.
Good. So right here I have a nutrition label for fried chicken, drumsticks, and mayonnaise.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask the audience if you can find the saturated fats and the cholesterol on the nutrition label.
Okay.
This one is the fried chicken.
Okay. So
We just want to read the saturated fats if you can find it on there. Take your time.
Okay. It looks like the saturated fats are 2 grams, which is 10%, and then
Cholesterol.
the total cholesterol is 44 grams, and that's 15%.
Right, which is very high in cholesterol.
Yes.
And then we have mayo.
Mayonnaise is high because of eggs, I'm going to assume. So the saturated fats in mayonnaise is 1.5 grams.
Right.
And the total cholesterol is 5 milligrams.
Right. Okay, and then the next activity that I have is just a few questions about what I went over in the PowerPoint.
Okay.
The first question I have on here is, which of the following is true about the impact of cholesterol levels on heart health?
Okay.
I have A, increased LDL levels increase the risk of heart attack, while HDL levels lower the risk of heart attack. Or I have B, increased HDL levels increase the risk for heart attack, while LDL levels lower the risk of heart attack.
A.
Right. And then I have, which of the following foods helps lower cholesterol? I have cheese, avocado, full-fat yogurt, and fatty fish.
Lower cholesterol?
Which is highest in cholesterol.
I'm sorry.
That was fine. So it's fast food, olive oil, lean beef, and fatty fish.
I guess it would be the fast food.
Right. And then what affects blood cholesterol levels? I have exercise, diet, being overweight, or all of the above.
All of the above.
What health problems are commonly caused by high cholesterol? I have heart attack, heart disease, and stroke, or all of the above also.
All of the above.
And then true or false, high cholesterol can clog your arteries.
True.
And then if a person has plaque buildup in their arteries, are they at risk for heart attack and heart disease? True or false?
I think that's true.
Right. Okay, so the last activity that I have here is called Pack Lunchbox activity. I want you to name foods that are low in cholesterol that you could take to lunch or for school or for work.
Okay.
On here I have named 2 sides, 1 drink, and 1 main entree.
Okay.
So you can write what you would bring with you on there.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, if you're ready.
So, okay. So I guess for my sides, I would bring one be maybe a salad.
And what do you know what you would put in the salad itself?
So I guess other vegetables like obviously the lettuce, and then cucumbers and tomatoes, and I guess like a low fat dressing, and maybe some chicken.
Grilled chicken or fried chicken?
Probably grilled chicken.
And you can also use like olive oil and vinegar as a dressing. That would be optimal for cholesterol levels. You just want to watch putting cheese into the salad or croutons that are made with a lot of butter. And then do you know what sides you would bring? Or what entree you would bring? I'm sorry.
I guess the best thing to bring if I wanted to watch my cholesterol would be maybe like some chicken. Maybe like grilled chicken. And some green vegetables. And I guess maybe a sweet potato or something like that.
You would just want to watch obviously what you put on the sweet potato. Not a lot of butter, not a lot of marshmallows, brown sugar you want to watch. And then do you know what drinks you could bring? I know we didn't talk a lot about drinks, but just the sugar content.
Well, I guess the best drink to be would be maybe some water. Or something like unsweetened.
Like unsweetened tea, unsweetened green tea, sparkling water.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just want to go over the poster board a little bit.
Okay.
So on here, I just have a little excerpt of what HDL cholesterol is. I have lean beef, fruits, avocado, olive oil, fatty fish you want to eat more of.
Right.
Down here I have superfoods like blueberries, kale, pumpkin, avocado, cauliflower, even coconut oil, cocoa, walnuts, even stuff like steel cut oats and chia seeds, flax seeds, salmon.
Right.
And then over here I just have the American Heart Association just because it is affiliated with heart attack, heart disease, and stroke. I have the numbers down here that puts you at risk when you have high cholesterol to see where your levels are at. And then I have everything that I've said over here about LDL cholesterols, limit foods high in saturated fats, limit trans fats, processed foods, foods that are high in cholesterol in general. And then I have down here foods that are high in cholesterol, things like beef brain, beef liver, egg yolk, chicken wings, cheeseburgers, and shrimp.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.